Hey, Mark Harvey here, and in this video I'm going to talk you through how we handled extra cost on your project. So if you've ever thought about getting into property, or you're in property and you've had extra cost, or it makes you worry of what you're going to do if you have extra cost to deal with, then this is the video for you. I'm in one of our properties at the moment where we just had a delay. So we had a 2-week delay, which doesn't sound that bad, but we're already racing against the clock. Why? Because we already had money left in this deal. If you're not sure what I'm talking about here, go to our YouTube channel and find the ones about investment, return on investment, how to get money in and money out of the deals, and that'll explain that there. Yeah, but in this video, I'm going to talk about, we already had 10K left in this deal, and then you see all of this kind of dusty stuff all over. The ceilings have all been ripped out. This is because as soon as we started the rip out, we realized there's asbestos in here. Now, anybody who knows anything about asbestos means, job is shut down, the rules, regulations, so we have to then have it tested, see what type of asbestos it is and see what there is to do. So what actually happened is there was £8,000 worth of work that needed to be carried out to get rid of all the asbestos that was through this entire house. Then there was a time after it that we had to let things die down, and then it had to be retested to make sure that it was safe to come in. And I actually only got the news that it is safe to come in today. Yeah, so that's why I'm here, because I want to check up on the project and make sure that our team is firing forward, which they are. So they managed to carry on building the extension that's at the back. This whole thing is turning into 5 studios. Now, based on the refinance that we're going for, is 330,000. So now with this 8K extra cost, there's 18K going to be left in the deal. But this is how you deal with extra cost. Because in the beginning, I was able to run these numbers on what we call a stress test. What does that mean? That means that we kind of over-egg each thing. So we over-egg how much it's actually going to cost. We have some miscellaneous there. We overestimate on things like furnishings, holding cost, and we'll always account for, like, let's say this project is to be done in 14 weeks. Yeah, but we'll always account for like a year's worth of running the project. Number one, you never know what's going to happen. But number two, it's another way of stress testing. So now we've got 12 months of interest on the money that we borrowed, which in this particular one is a development loan, because we've done many developments before and built new houses and new builds. Like, we use our knowledge now to put that into such things like this, because it meant that we only had to put 70K down ourselves, and that's to buy this whole place at 135, that's to do the build at the 90, and then the extra 8K that's put on top of that, plus the other costs, which is for the furnishings and the other holding costs and the interest costs that we're going to be paying on the dev loan. Another beautiful thing is as well is we actually rolled all the interest up, so we don't pay anything until the end. Yeah, we've done this on many of our loan accounts, and it's just something that with time and being around the right people, around the right network, that you'll learn all these little tricks of the trade. And there's more in these videos and on this channel if you want to subscribe and you want to hit that like button as well, so you're going to get notified next time we put some videos and some content out there. So now we've made, we gave ourselves 12 months to finish this project. Now we're going to put all of our resources in to finishing this as soon as possible. Why? Because we want to reduce the amount of interest that we're paying. This is going to start to chip away from the amount of money that's left in the deal. Now, one other good thing is we already stress tested the interest rate that we normally get for our commercial mortgages and our commercial valuations. We also put money aside for voids and maintenance and other expenses as well. So with all of that stress tested, it's still £1,200. More likely it's going to be like £1,800 that it's going to be paying us like profit per month. But we say, and we wanted to say, worst case scenario, it's going to be £1,200. So even if there is money left in, and now I've got 2 options, and this is what we teach, on some of the training days and some of the other programs that we have, is there's 2 options here. Number one is I can use all of the cash flow to keep paying the money, to get the investors' money that we obviously do need to pay back out of the deal, which means we go without any cash flow. Or I work out what the return on investment is on the money left in. Now, worst case scenario, if it's £1,200 and there's 18k left in, the return on investment will be around 80% annually. Is there any banks out there giving you 80%? Yeah, that is a very good return. This is worst case scenario because there's not going to be 18k left in it. We're going to reduce that, and it's probably going to be more than 1,200, which is the cash flow. So again, if you want to know more about ROI, more videos on our channel, go check it out. So scenario number 2, what I can then do is go and find another investor. If I need to pay this money back, another investor that now has, we have proof that we have a cash flowing asset, that if they want to put this 18k into this deal, I can start paying them 10%. All right, what's 10% of, the 18k? Yeah, 1,800 across the year. Well, look, I'm already making 1,200, so what's that? 12,000, 13, 14, nearly 15,000 pounds. I can afford to pay, 2k out on top of that, and then I maintain getting my monthly cash flow, and this person just needs to give me 6 months notice if they want to get their money out. So again, win-win for our investors and our bank of investors, and it gives people chance who haven't got 400, 500k, £1 million to invest, which is like some of our people that we work with. It gives the people who have got 10k, 20k, to get into the game and start getting a return, because you've got to get your money working for you. If the only money you have coming in is the one that you work for, you will die working. Everybody who I'm associated with, I'll always promote that you've got to have other streams where money is working for you. Warren Buffett says that if you don't find a way to make money while you're asleep, you'll die working. Everyone's saying always reverts back to that. So here's the thing, I always tell people, I'm not here to teach you what to do when things go perfectly. I'm here to teach you and help you when things go wrong. When, not if, when. Because things don't always go to plan, and it's not what happens, it's how you deal with what happens. So if you want to find out more, you subscribe to this channel and go check out our other platforms as well.